Action.
What's H2S rescue?
H2S rescue is used to recover any casualties and victims that were overcome due to H2S exposure.
Action.
Is it different from other rescues?
Yes, it is different from other rescues. The objective remains the same, is to get the casualty to safety. Here, the difference is the technique and how we get the casualties to the safety. If somebody has suffered a fall in a non-H2S event, you have to wait until the medics arrive because they may have a neck or spinal injury. In H2S rescue, this is different. We still pay attention. We still make sure that the victim is not hurt even more, or if they have sustained any injuries during the H2S event, we don't worsen these injuries. But the priority here is to get them to fresh air as safe as possible and as soon as possible.
يلا يا عادل.
I still don't understand. Can you show me?
Sure. Let's start doing the rescue techniques. I'm going to show you all of them one by one and give you some tips on how to handle the victim so you don't worsen any existing injury or any sustained injury during the H2S event. Okay, so now it's important to know that when somebody is overcome by H2S and they're laying on the ground, they're not always on their back, they're not always on their stomach. Sometimes they may be in a different position. Maybe they're on a pipe, maybe they're on another piece of equipment. So what you have to do, number one, is to get the victim on their back. Then you seat them up and you start doing the rescue technique. Now we're gonna start with the collar drag. Collar drag is when one victim, one rescuer. One rescuer is gonna try to pull one victim out of danger using only the collar, okay? So now, Hamad, lay down on the ground, please. Now, of course, the victim will not have their PPE complete. So, maybe the victim is like this. Maybe his legs are like this, okay? And this is the recovery position, by the way. So, what's important here is to make sure that you get them first on their back. So, on his back, you open the zipper. The reason why we open the zipper is because if you don't open it, when you rescue him, you're gonna start choking him. We don't want that. So we open the zipper like this, and we come behind him like that, and we get him up, okay? We stand up, we roll the collar like this, and we drag him. This is the collar drag. Now we're gonna pause this video and go to the next technique. Okay, so now we have one victim and two rescuers. Two rescuers are gonna try to get one victim out to safety. It's also important to remember that the victim is not always on their back. So now, the first thing we're gonna do is get him on his back, and then we're gonna open the zipper and sit him up. Then we're gonna drag him out, okay? So, first thing is we roll him on his back like this. Now he's on his back. Second, we open the zipper. Like we said, if we don't open the zipper, we're gonna choke him when we are pulling him. We don't want to do that. So now, me and Nomar, the other rescuer, we're gonna get him up like this. All right? We can also support him, putting our knee in his back like this, without causing any harm. Roll this collar like this, okay? We're gonna turn around, go. Okay, this was the two collar drag, two rescuers, one victim. See you in the next technique.
Action.
Okay, now this next technique You can use 3 different ways of doing it. We don't have to open the zipper. We don't, because you're going to use his hands, his arms, to carry him out of here. So the first thing, like we said, maybe he's rolled over on his side like this, or on his other side. What you have to do is get him on his back. Then you're going to sit him up like this. Okay? There are 3 different ways of doing this technique. The first one is you get your hand, right hand, under his right armpit, and you hold him from the wrist. Second one, from the other armpit, and you hold him like this. Okay? Then you get up and you pull him out. If he has an injury in his right hand, we don't want to worsen the injury. What we do is we use this hand only. Like that. We get up and we pull him to safety. If he's already injured here, we don't use this hand, we will use this one. Like this. Okay? So now, I'm going to use this arm. You're going to be wearing your SCBA and everything. It's going to be difficult. I understand. So this is what you do. Keep your spine straight. Remember your manual handling training. And if you are a trainer watching this, make sure you tell your people when you're training them to remember their manual handling training. Keep your spine as straight as possible when using this technique to rescue the victim. So, hold them securely. You get up like this, and you pull and go. Okay? Maybe you'll be tired. What you have to do is you put him down on his back, open the zipper, and use the collar drag. Sometimes you have to use more than one technique to get the victim to safety. Okay? Now we're going to go to the final rescue technique. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 rescue or carry. This is very different from the other ones that we just did. 2 rescuers, 1 victim. We cannot drag the victim here, or at least in this space, because there are some hazards, or there's something that's prevented us from dragging him. What we will do, we have to carry the victim and take him out of here to fresh air. So, it's very important to know that you should not walk over the victim. Do not do that. You have to walk around him, like this. Walk around him is better than walking over them, because if you lose your balance or something, then you fall on top of him. What's going to happen here? You're going to cause him another injury that we don't want. Okay? So, let's say there is a visible injury that you can see and you're sure that he has. Okay? For example, there's blood here or anywhere here. What you'll do is you're going to put this leg on top of the other. If there is an injury here in the left leg, what you'll do is you're going to put this leg on the other. Okay? Now, if the right leg is on top of the left one, what you'll have to do is you're going to carry him with the right hand. If the left one is injured and you put it on top, what you'll do is you'll have to go around like this and carry with your left hand. This is safer, this is better for the victim. Alright? So, what do we do if there is no injury on either leg? Here it doesn't matter, just choose a leg, put it on top of the other, and then go. Now, if both legs are injured, it doesn't matter which one you put on the other, because they're both injured. What matters here is to get them to fresh air as soon and as safe as possible, or as safe and as soon as possible. So, the person in the front is the leader. He's going to be giving the signal to the back rescuer, to the rescuer that is in the back, because he's going to be leading the way. This way, this time we will not be going backwards, we will move forward. Okay? So, for example, go ahead and hold him. Get him up. If you need my help, I will help you. But if you don't, just go ahead and hold him. Okay? Okay, now it's clear that he has no injuries on in either arm. So what I will do, I'll put this leg on top of the other. Okay, he cannot hear me clearly. There are machines and everything, and I'm wearing the mask. So what I will do is, I'll say, okay, up. Move forward. Stop. Go like this. Turn, 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 turn. Stop. Go. This is what we have to do. Now we've reached the muscle point. We put him down slowly, and the medics will take care of him.